Hello, kids. This is Ryan from the Dead Radio Podcast. Please excuse me while I get these plugs out of the way. Please subscribe to the Dead Radio Podcast on iTunes, Beyond Pod, or whatever your mobile podcast app preference may be to download and listen to the show on the go. Not sure how to do that? Go to our YouTube page by searching Dead Radio Podcast and watching the lovely video Adam posted to teach you dummies how to figure it out. You might as well subscribe to the channel as well while you're there. We're also on Instagram at Dead Radio Podcast and on Facebook as well. Facebook.com/Dead Radio Podcast. If you'd like to support the show, send us a few shekels at our Patreon page, patreon.com/Dead Radio Podcast. Your support will help to
enhance
the show and fund future Dead Radio projects like Tim Cop, a live chili cook-off, and a shot-for-shot remake of Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. We do this show for fun, but as Danny DeVito and Twins once said,
well, money talks and bullshit walks.
We also share the internets with other local podcasts. So check out Dark Side Records Podcast, Dorkside at Dark Side Podcast, Hudson Valley Legends Podcast, and Hudson Valley Transmitter Podcast. And as always, the Dead Radio Podcast is sponsored by Track 7 Studios, providing quality artistic photography and video services for advertising or events of any size. They will photography anything. And if anybody has been paying attention, I just said the word podcast 13 times. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the show.
This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
Welcome to Dead Radio.
We're not doing that.
How did she come to have sex with a dead man?
Don't call me Radio Unit 91.
You're a dead man. You're a dead man!
He's God here in this radio station.
Place where the dead speak.
Rebel Radio!
I'm a fake? Yes. How'd you like to be dead?
You ever think about doing radio?
My team is dead!
But you're not crazy. You're me. And this is just radio.
By the powers vested in me by the Federal Communications Commission, I command you to get on the microphone in a serious manner and continue this broadcast.
And 5, 4. There you go.
I think this went about as good as it could have.
Yeah, right.
You sounded real nice on the your little promo there.
Yeah, I thank you. Welcome
No
back,
stutter.
everyone. It's Dead Radio Podcast number 110. Actually, the fade out was a little too
fast.
Too fast, yeah.
Well, it's my first day as producer.
Hurry up, Adam.
So, yeah, if anybody's been paying attention and you logged on to the YouTube a little bit early, you might have heard me mention that my typical computer that's got all my soundboard and all the show music and all that crap is dead. And now we have to make do with Adam doing everything.
Everything. All of these. I'm streaming. I'm going to be streaming on Instagram momentarily, everyone.
Yeah. And if everybody's listening really closely, Brooke is feeding Eisen.
Yeah.
So
Some good multitasking going on over there.
Mm-hmm. You all right over there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm setting up the fucking thing.
Ryan O is back, as
Hello.
in Ryan O'Sullivan.
His triumphant return.
Triumphant.
Even though I'm a
It was
flake again.
the
last week.
the last Moss Spectacular, I think, was the last time he was on. That was over a year ago.
It's been a while.
So
How
it
many
wasn't-
episodes is that?
Lots. Almost a year's worth.
The breast milk one. He was here
I
when you
wasn't-
tried it?
I
for
dropped it off. I
You
couldn't
dropped
make
it
that
off. You
one.
couldn't make the
Yeah.
show, though.
Yeah.
So
It's hard to
I
nail you
believe
down. You're a busy
is.
guy.
So
I'm
it wasn't.
all
It
over the
wasn't
place.
this past Moss Spectacular. It was the one before that.
Jesus
I
It
Christ.
was like 60s or 70s, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was like a 7. I remember 7 or 6 or 7.
Holy Moses.
Yeah.
So, well, you're back.
Got some catching up to do.
And you got a bunch of new stuff going on in
A
your
lot of
your
stuff.
life.
Like a baby.
Oh yeah, he
Which
also
is on
brought
the
his.
floor.
He also brought baby Gabe.
He brought his spawn.
My mini me.
Shit machine. As
Literally
apparently
has 0 looks of his mother, but it's all me. She claims she was just an incubator and I did everything. So yeah.
All the pictures of him, like I wanted to, like I should have grabbed a picture of him because he's got like these crazy faces that he does. Like
he does.
Not so much today. He actually looks happy, but when you first brought him over here, when we had him at the kitchen table, he looked like he was just he wanted to get up and beat the piss out of you.
Mean mugging
he had
everybody.
he just had this mug on. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Like, who are you?
You and you.
You got something with me? Bring it.
But
he's coming to see me.
Babysitter Cam. Now it's just Amy in full view on Facebook Live. So, oh God.
He's a big boy.
Baby on the show.
Yeah.
Baby Gabe, say hello.
Look at all this stuff happening.
I can't wait till he grabs your $2,000 camera and tosses it on the
smashes it.
floor.
Yeah, be
That's
careful.
mine.
That's okay.
mine.
That's only $100 right there. Or well, I
that's
don't know. The
mine.
foam is $1.
That's mine.
So, what are we
Smart
promoting
noises.
for you
Well-
today? Cause you have at least. I have one thing in front of me that I know about. You got another thing in front of you that I'm not
So-
sure about.
Yeah, so
You're
the
a savage.
past year, it went from working, not even it's part-time work, unpaid, just volunteer work, pretty much, to get this organization up and going.
That's the Hudson Valley Veterans
Hudson Valley
Alliance.
Veterans Alliance, peer advocacy, advisement, and mentorship for veterans in Hudson Valley.
Just real quick to anybody who's keeping up, Ryan is a veteran of Iraq. Did you go to Afghanistan as well?
No, Afghanistan, 3 to Iraq, 04, 05, 07, and 08, 09.
So,
And 9 years total, Marine Corps, infantry, artillery.
And he
all the
couldn't
fun
stay
stuff.
away from the Hudson Valley.
Couldn't, had to come back. I lived in Southern California for 12, 13 years, and it was driving me nuts.
Yeah.
Dude, it's incredible, the traffic. I must have passed maybe 10 cars the past 3 months of traveling north to Hudson in California. It'd be jam-packed every day with 12 lanes of highway back and forth. It's the worst. It was more anxiety from the traffic than anything else.
It's incredible.
It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I don't know how people can live like that. But on top of that, since I've been working with this, everything just kind of like fell on top of me real fast. I got word of a job opening for a veterans farming program through my resume, and next thing you know, I'm hired.
And that's
Yeah,
heroicfood.org.
heroicfood.org. It's a veterans farming program aimed at getting veterans into apprenticeship positions. We have a full-year immersion program. We have a housing stipend for them. We get them apprenticeships with mentor farms throughout the Hudson Valley. Local to us, our farm right now is in Hudson, New York. And on top of that, we host and operate weekend workshops for anyone, mainly for veterans.
You want to do one at my house and help me?
I wish I could. We get a full organic garden going. I wish I could.
Some slave
I
labor
should have
over
brought you
there.
some eggs. So many damn
I need
eggs
some
now.
eggs, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe on the way back.
Yeah,
Stop
for
by
sure.
over there. But yeah, no, on top of that, the idea is to teach veterans sustainable farming, organic farming, biodynamic farming, and to it's kind of like a therapy program, but it's not, but it's more of a job program. But on top of that, it's very therapeutic as well. So it's good for any veteran having issues, and you're getting a job, and you're working outside, in the outdoors. But
The housing stipend as well.
and a housing stipend too as well. If you're close to the farm, you're going to be living on the farm that we have available, which is a nice big old early 1900s colonial house, about 4,000 square foot, 5 bedrooms. So you got the whole 9 yards, 20 acres of land all by yourself. So, but that's, if you're lucky. Other than that, the housing stipend, I'll get you an apartment nearby the farm. So, the veteran won't
cool,
really have to
man.
worry about it. Yeah, so we're providing all this information, all this job training, all this good knowledge for someone who just either already has farming experience or just wants to get into farming. So, yeah. And the future plan is to bring it to Dutchess County. Reason being, because of the amount of veteran services that are here, we have peer mentorship services through the PFC Dwyer program, which is a peer mentorship veteran interaction. Veterans are trained in peer counseling services and to help the veteran along with their transition and whatnot,
Right.
if they're dealing with PTSD, TBI, or whatnot, or if it's just a transition. A lot of guys who didn't receive combat having issues getting out of the military, just in general. So yeah, there's a lot going on here in Dutchess County. So with Heroic Food coming down, the Alliance, and everything else going on, it looks like it's going to be Dutchess County is looking to be one of the main hubs for veteran services in New York.
That's crazy.
Outside the city, yeah.
That's great, man.
So hopefully Hopefully, keeping our fingers crossed. There's a lot of work to do.
Last episode we had Sam and Rob, Sam Beal and Rob Turner on, and like we ended up just talking about the area and the reason why I like it here. Reason why we stick around. It's shit like that, and it seems like there's a lot of awareness for helping out. Just helping everybody out.
Exactly, and that's what we're trying to build too as well. It's not just a veteran initiative, it's a community building initiative where we want to bridge the gap between the veterans and community and just work together, because that's what being communal is all about.
Can I do something for 1 second? I just need to show the people what I'm dealing with here.
This
baby staring at you.
This motherfucker is just grilling me.
This
language.
Sorry, I'm supposed to be.
He's trying to
look at him.
He's
he
trying
just keeps
to blow up your brain.
He just keeps giving me the eyeballs.
Yeah, he's trying
staring you down.
He's trying to make your head explode.
Don't worry, I'll be stalking you later tonight. He'll give me all the info.
You got to teach him some Krav Maga or something.
He's gonna get. Depends.
So,
we'll
with
see.
that mug,
he does have like a Jason Bourne look to him.
Yeah, that mean mug.
He's got the eyes
and a certain set of skills. Make it very difficult for people.
Look at those cheeks.
Those fat, chubby cheeks.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, Adam turns into a giant bowl of pudding around babies.
I love
It's kind of
babies.
it's disgusting. It's perfectly. To be perfectly honest, you shame the show.
I don't care. Babies are great.
I get him bottles soon.
So, but yeah, man, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
You seem stretched thin though.
It's a lot of work, because a lot of it's been 3 years of volunteer work and no pay, getting these meet, and a lot of it's just meeting people and gaining trust and confidence in the people that are already doing stuff here. You can't just walk into a service and be like, hey, I'm operating my own nonprofit. Can we work with each other? They're gonna look at you like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's a process to it.
There's a whole. It's not even just a process. It's a trust factor. There's a lot of
nonprofits. You can spring one up pretty quickly, and
it's not that.
And you can have a nonprofit where people are just fleecing people too.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like
and it happens a lot.
Like Susan G. Komen Foundation.
Yeah,
almost 80% of that goes to their overhead costs.
That's ridiculous.
Because people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars working there. Just because the company's nonprofit doesn't mean that they can't pay the employees a ridiculous amount. So every dollar you give to the Susan G. Komen Foundation, only 20 cents of it actually goes to cancer research.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I don't understand that. Like,
of course, there has to be some sort of overhead. Like, people need to make a living.
Well, yeah,
but but how is it
80%?
As Bill Burr would say, how big does your yacht need to be?
Exactly. And I mean, nonprofit work it's a lot of work. There's a lot of administrative things. There's a lot of managerial things that you have to do. But I'm pretty much operating this entire organization by myself as my boss right now, program manager and veteran coordinator. So not only do I have to coordinate with the farmers and build the programs, I got to coordinate with veteran services throughout the Hudson Valley in New York City and the veterans too as well, which is about 100,000 plus. So I'm a one-man job, and I'm making 3 times less than half of all these other people, and I'm, I feel like I'm getting a hell of a lot more done. It's not the money. I don't understand it. You have all these big organizations, spending all this money on salary, and what are you really doing?
Yeah,
for the people.
It's a little silly.
That's just me.
I've heard Brooke's gripes and stuff like that because she was with a nonprofit as well before she got a gig, another gig, and it just she would constantly come home with like this and that. All right, this giggling shit. I saw you out of the corner of my eye looking at me. All right, when's he gonna snap? Yeah. It only takes a few seconds. At least he's smiling at me now.
He's not trying to kill you with his mind.
Yeah. So.
But a lot of these nonprofits, like, for example, I'm not going to name names here, but there's a couple that we're figuring out that they're taking lots of money and only paying their employees $13, $14 an hour, which isn't too bad, but for the amount of work that these guys have to do, it's actually kind of a kicking them balls in a sense, because when you see how much money they get and how much money they put out to help somebody, something's going somewhere, somebody's taking something, and it's not right. And
I think the hourly rate thing too is it hasn't grown. It's not growing as fast as I think it should.
No, of course not.
I mean, there's people out there. Tanner, for instance, I think he's very fair.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's because the amount that we make in tips and stuff. Like
Exactly.
He also,
but still,
he could also call us servers and pay us fucking
dick.
$6-7
yeah,
an hour.
But he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's fair.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of places out there that just aren't.
you also have a lot of people, like, I'm not going to name names, but who are like, screw that. Why should someone make what I make? No, you should make more.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know, like, if they raise minimum wage, you should get a corresponding raise.
But
that's how it's supposed to
so
work.
simple.
And then the thing is, yeah, that's at the will of your employer, but you need to go in there and say, do you think I'm worth minimum wage, or do you think I'm worth what you were paying me before? Because obviously you're worth more than that, or you should be.
Yeah.
You hear that a lot from first responders. Like, first responders, we only get 15 an hour. How come burger flippers get 15 an hour? Well, if you got what you're supposed to get, like 50,
so maybe
if you're a first responder and you make $15 an hour, there's something wrong with your employer.
So maybe all of you get together and you go to your employer and say, we're all going to leave and go work at Burger King for better benefits and the same money.
Mm-hmm.
Stop
complaining to the person that's trying to make a living. Yeah, he's flipping burgers, but if he was going to get a living,
the thing is, if you like, especially first responders, like, that's all our responsibility. Mm-hmm. We should be paying that through taxes. But like the person flipping burgers, the profit margin in a place like that is so huge. We were talking about it with Golden Corral.
Mm-hmm. You ever look
the
into
profit margin is so huge that there is no reason. Like Papa John's was saying, "Oh, we're going to have to raise prices on everything 20% across the board."
Look at In-N-Out.
You don't.
No,
you don't.
You just lose
there
a
were a whole
little.
bunch of studies. There were a whole bunch of studies that were done by a bunch of news organizations specifically about Papa John's, and it was less than 0.1% of his profit margin. That's crazy. Would be affected.
Less than 1/10 of
1% of his profit is affected by paying people a living wage.
How big does your yacht have to be?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And have you seen his house?
I can't imagine how big it is.
It's like 30-something acres, has 2 swimming pools.
It looks like one of
gigantic.
those. It looks like one of those mega churches.
It kind of it looks like the Playboy Mansion.
Ridiculous.
It looks like
So
the Playboy
dumb.
Mansion.
Yeah.
You ever look into In-N-Out and what they do? So
In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out Burger on the
Hey,
West Coast.
shut up over there.
Don't you
baby.
tell him to.
Or give you the
baby.
He's probably hungry.
Anticipating the show, you got to talk into a mic.
In-N-Out offers workers like 13 to 15 an hour starting off, and these are high school kids too as well.
Yeah.
But their managers are making 6 figures. You can make after 10 years of work in there, you can get bumped up to manager. You can make $125,000 salary working at a fast food joint. So
because
this
the profit margins are gigantic.
And there's the woman who owns In-N-Out is still a billionaire, and she's paying her managers $100,000 a year. So you can't say that we don't have enough.
Yeah, that
money.
you can't do it. Yeah,
Bullshit.
It's ridiculous.
Bull poop.
Yeah, it's
Straight up
it's
bull
very
poop and
it's
bull
very
sperm.
different, especially with a franchise type. Because if you look at,
Can we stop for a second? Can we compare?
I'm gonna write down bull poop.
No, I want you to write down bull sperm because that's much worse than. To me, that sounds worse than bullshit. That's bull sperm. Because it comes out in buckets,
So you have like a small business, like a local small business. The profit margin is much smaller because the overhead is so high. Because you can't go, well, we're buying 400,000 burger patties from your distributor. Mm-hmm. We want a deal. So all of these franchises, they have all this leveraging power. So the profit.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing?
Go ahead.
Okay, so
we're going to sacrifice the child live on YouTube. That's right. Give him some ice cold breast milk.
No, this is regular formula. Thank you.
She doesn't mind watching him.
Okay. No, that's cool. Well, I'm making her work. I'm making her
she was excited.
Clean the bottle and have her do all the fun stuff. She's got the poop diaper next.
That's fine. As long as we should do that live on the show.
What? Smell it?
Oh no, these are bad.
No, we'll put up a little curtain so the camera can't
His
see,
are
and
bad.
then have him change a diaper live on the show.
No. How about Gabe? We collect Gabe's shit in a petri dish, and then I take a shit in a petri dish, and we pass it around to see who can A and B, like who's whose shit. I like this idea.
Who's shit?
Yes.
All right, I guess I'll write that down too because that's ridiculous.
Who's poop?
So it's a blind smell test of shit. To see if we can figure it out.
I'm gonna
Why
wear
not?
I puke so easily. There are times I'm like,
Yeah,
sitting there.
I remember he couldn't clean out the chicken poop,
Yeah,
the chicken coop because it would bother him so much.
I have
and it was like, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do with the
I
baby?
sit there and I hold a puke in my mouth while I fix him up. Then I run to the bathroom real quick and I
dump it out.
dump it out, and then I come back,
God.
and I'm still puking in my mouth. I don't know what it is. It's the second I smell human feces, it just comes right up.
See,
you should design some sort of like a plague mask. You know, when they would stuff like
it's nothing.
fragrant flowers and stuff in the mask, thinking that it would keep them from getting the plague.
You should just do this, but
yeah.
Yeah.
You could just get like a dust mask and just spray it with deodorant and put that on.
A long time ago, someone told me you need to learn to love the smell of shit if you want a big cock in your asshole. I don't know how that,
trying to process that information.
I don't know how that relates, but
who told you that?
a guy I worked with said a very close friend of his who's gay said that to him. So he was relaying that information to me in case I needed it.
Well,
and here we are. You know, probably, I don't know. I'm thinking 7 years later.
Yeah.
Still rings true apparently. Yeah. From what I hear. I don't know how we got onto that.
I don't know. I don't know.
Do we want to do?
I feel like Ryan has a
Dead
shit story.
Radio presents.
So tell us about.
All right, you're not supposed to talk over it. You're
I don't
supposed
know.
to let it go.
I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know how to produce.
I need a computer so bad.
All right. So
go to our Patreon page at
Ryan needs a
patreon.com/Dead
computer.
Radio Podcast and fund us so I can get a computer for the show.
So tell us a little bit about what happened on your way here.
Oh, so literally, it's just like a daily occurrence. Every time I need to go somewhere or I need to do something and bring the baby somewhere, he decides to take a massive poop. Like massive, like it just crawls out up his back, like up into his hair.
Oh God!
The other day, like literally, it was
the
all
diaper
up
up
in his
the
hair.
back, as your mom said.
Yeah. Oh, it's horrible, and had to rip all his clothes off, throw him in a bath, and we wound up being a half hour, 45 minutes late. But today, thank God, it wasn't that bad. It was just a little chunk down there. He ate a lot of apples and bananas, hardened things up a little bit, and it was good to go. But sometimes, man, it comes out. It's a lot. You ever see that one meme? The kid's sitting there and there's just poop pouring out. He's like, you just throw the whole thing out.
The baby?
Yeah, it's just time to throw the whole thing out now at this point.
I've always thought about that, like, not
throwing my
I was
baby
just like,
out.
if I ever had a kid, I don't think I'd be able to change him because my gag reflex, we have a trash can for the dog, so we just scoop a shit, put it in the trash can, just empty the trash can later, whatever. And when I go to change it and just get the bag, tie up the bag.
Is the worst.
Tie up the bag, old wet dog shit that's been sitting in a dog can in a trash can for a while. That's rough.
Old wet dog shit.
Wet dog shit.
Old wet. That's another
rough.
Old wet dog shit.
I found that the best thing to do is just to kind of let it mellow in the yard for a day. And just every couple of days, just do, traverse the yard with a shovel and pick it all up.
No, the reason why it's wet is that, you put it in the can, right? Mm-hmm. And then the can heats up, and then the condensation
starts fermenting.
Yeah, and you get, fermented dog shit.
That's disgusting.
It's pretty brutal.
Oh, gee.
Yeah,
just a minute. I have to check with the manager.
I don't know why, but it's just bad. I don't know.
You get on this show, and you're like a prepubescent boy.
It's because Mondays are my off days now, so I just sit in the house and say nothing.
Yeah.
So my vocal cords just
need to do some vocal exercises.
Atrophy. Yeah. I started.
So you could use the dick for them. That'll be fine.
There you go.
I could start singing "Call Me Al" before the show.
I can't wait.
That ruined you, right?
That was his going away. It was a going away present.
It's a going away gift.
It's a thin black cock. It's not
a going away gift
proportionally sized
from Gavin Burt.
Yeah, I mean I think it's more of a white guy penis. It's just made of black silicone.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I would agree. I'll go with that.
It's long, but it's not thick.
Mm-hmm.
That's way too thin.
It's for beginners.
Yeah. It's perfect for me.
Gotcha.
I've been working up to that size.
Perfect for the back door. Blends in with it, nice,
Yeah.
black and brown.
It's all about, it's you got to just stretch it. It's like putting gauges in your ear. You just got to step it up a little bit. And that's like the final stage, in my opinion.
And then you'll be putting bottles in there like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we drinking?
So,
you just have a
what do you
smart-looking
have?
can. Yeah,
I got a Guinness.
Just a Guinness?
He's
Just
got
a
a
Guinness.
a Guinness draught.
Guinness drop.
Drogged.
A drogged.
Brewed in Dublin.
I ordered that. I ordered a what do you have on draught?
Draught?
Yeah, I said it because when I went to visit you down in North Carolina, what do you got on draught? And I saw the word and I just said it and I went, why did I just say that in my head? And the bartender just kind of like cocked her head at me like, what? I'm like, I meant draft, but I said draught. I don't know why.
Which bartender was it? What'd she look like?
I can't
Was that
remember.
Exit 36?
Yeah.
She blonde.
Short and blonde, yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was such a bitch.
Oh.
She's horrible.
Oh, okay. No.
Where was this?
Down in North Carolina where I went to college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have a smart-looking can. Adam
So
does.
this is it's Firestone Luponic Distortion in their revolving hop series.
What?
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
By who?
Firestone.
I've never even heard
Firestone
of-
Walker Brewing Company.
Like
But
Firestone
there's
is fire?
their logo is like a lion and a bear fist fighting. So,
Let me see.
so I went to
Oh
smell
no,
it too.
it's a lion and the bear is like fucking got its dukes up.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Smell
Here.
that. Smell it. Smell it.
I want to show
Smell
the
it.
people the bear with his
Oh.
dukes up. That's pretty slick. The lion just looks like one of those lions you see in Game of Thrones or something on the sigil.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it smells
It's
amazing.
delicious. It's super hoppy. Not too bitter. Probably 60 IBU, something like that.
Huh.
Really fresh. Very delicious. I would highly recommend it. Comes in cans.
I can't drink beer much anymore.
No.
Yeah, I get like headaches and woozy,
Yeah.
like I'm hungover. It's weird.
I don't know if did I mention it last episode I went to halftime? And I was
Yes.
And that
talking
looks
shit?
delicious, and it just sucks. Guinness, actually, it's not too bad, but other beers, man, lately, one or two, and I'm knocked out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't really drink much anymore. I mean, I drink on Mondays.
You said it gives you a
That's pretty much
headache?
it.
A headache, like instantly.
Could be the hops. I mean, some people have trouble with that. Try something that might be why Guinness doesn't bother you as much.
No, it really doesn't. I
Yeah.
could knock down 2 or 3 of these, I'm fine. But if I take a,
The baby's interrupting the show again.
What are you doing? What are you doing, you asshole?
I'm so upset I wasn't recording that.
What the fuck?
no, it's good to go.
He just squirted him
Yeah,
with
he's
baby
just squirting
formula.
me with hot baby formula.
There she blows.
He better know how to do it. He's gonna need to know how to do it
Grab
really
the
well.
boobs.
You want me to hold him if he's...
I just don't know. Does he know how to do it or not?
Yeah, just tilt him sideways, hold him back, and he'll hold the bottle himself.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's...
gotta get
Oh,
lots of
yeah.
practice.
There you go. Tilt him back a little bit further.
Because
There
in
you
about
go.
16 years, 15 years, he's gonna need to know how to do it right.
He did
No, I
just
know.
grab her boobs.
Yeah, he's a go-getter.
Oh, he is.
You gotta make sure he doesn't turn into a
He's
rapist,
everywhere. No, he's not going to be a full-on rapist.
though. Not a full-on one.
No, philanthropist.
I'm a full-on rapist, you know.
Funniest fucking show.
That is future. That's future audio from Baby Gabe. Oh God. Yeah, I'm actually drinking Evan Williams whiskey, just on ice, because
Okay.
I can.
Good for you. How's the gallbladder or the lack thereof?
Actually, fine.
Yeah, you feeling good?
I feel
How are your poops?
solid. I realize, because like you kind of.
No
They
more
say-
no more celiac shits falling out of you.
Well, I don't know. I realize I eat a lot of protein, and because of the new job, because we don't have not that we don't.
Yeah.
We don't
there's-
have lunch breaks, really.
Yeah.
So I'm just like whacking down my double egg and sausage sandwich, and then my turds are as hard as this microphone. And they come out. It's disgusting.
I don't think I've had a hard poop in a long time.
Oh, man. It's the kind where
Must
it
be
just
nice.
goes like, it releases from your anus, and it goes plunk.
Anus.
It goes bloom
Get the
in the
kerplunk.
toilet. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
kerplunk.
the little droplet
Little cold
splashes
drop.
up. Yeah. right in your eye. That's kind of what the shits are, which is good because I'm used to having kind of like soft.
Yeah.
You know, toward the what I don't remember the scale. How's a scale? I think 1 is hard as like, you know.
You're talking about on your mom's house?
Yeah, hard
I
as
don't know.
coal, and then 7 is liquid. Mine are usually probably like a 4 or 5. You know, they're pretty much soft and mushy.
No, because 1 is like it's like
Mine's like a liquid.
They said it's like rabbit pellets, like rabbit turds.
Ah, you know, mine comes out in like feet. Like feet of soft serve ice cream is what usually.
I've had the soft serve. Yeah, it's just like.
Does it make like a perfect little spiral?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, like I said, they're just fucking hammers, mallets, dropping into the toilet. I don't know. Why do we keep getting? I don't know.
I was just wondering how.
I just pick up the ball and run.
Life after gallbladder. I was just wondering.
Honestly, the surgeon said, you know, regular diet. And everything I've read is, no, you're not supposed to have a regular diet. So I said, well, fuck it. My doctor said regular diet. Excuse me. Sorry. Screw it. And so I went with that, and I feel fine. The only thing I notice is that if I have a lot of food, like, you know, what would normally be what would be a normal portion for me is too much now. Like, I got to back off. I have to have smaller portions.
There you go.
I have less.
You don't have to work out.
But it's like I don't have to. It's not like if I have too much food, like I'm screwed for the night. It's just I just go, I got a little pressure. That's all. So there's nothing really stopping
you
me.
could definitely push through.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if I got, you know,
I'm not stopping because I'm full.
Yeah,
That's not happening.
I'll stop when all the food is gone. Like we have a thing to go to in 2 weeks, and it's catered and everything like that. And there's gonna be a fucking ton of food. I can't wait. I'm just gonna stand by the.
Can you eat like gluten stuff now?
No.
Oh, you still can't. Okay.
No,
Yeah, the celiac
is autoimmune.
Yeah.
I'm fucked with. It's screwed with that.
Oh,
I don't know how I'm gonna. I have to go on Catskill Cabin Conversations and Mark's podcast. Mark's podcast, Hudson Valley Transmitter. I can curse on that one.
Oh yeah,
maybe. I gotta ask him if it's okay to, like, you know, Ryan Bosch curse. But Catskill, I can't.
I drop an N-bomb or two? Are you right with that?
I can't do anything on Catskill.
No,
on Triple C, as I like to call it.
I mean, they'll just. It didn't happen, but they'll just stop you and rewind, re-record it. That's all. I mean, it's pre-taped, so you're not live on the air.
Just so you know, we're getting very famous.
Yeah.
So
I know,
famous that other people want us on their show.
That's cool. That's really cool.
We have 83 followers on Instagram.
I know. Not to brag or anything.
You know what? Sometimes it takes slow, and then next you know, you're all over the place.
Yeah.
That's kind of how the Alliance. The first 2 years, you know, we were nothing, and we were about to join another.
Are you talking about the Hudson Valley Veterans
Hudson
Alliance?
Valley Veterans. Yeah, the Alliance is short.
Because we have a Hudson Valley Podcast Alliance.
That Facebook keeps warning me about unpublishing soon.
We should probably do something about that.
No, but I'm sorry to cut you off.
Well, yeah, no, like I said, you never know. Overnight, you know, you'll get a lot of support, and next you know, you're fully functioning. You know, it's just how it works sometimes. Ding.
Ryan's all about fully functioning.
Yep.
Right. Can I? All right, so the formula thing.
Yeah.
I'm actually a little surprised, not offended, just surprised that you went with formula. It seems like you guys would be all about breast milk until he's done with.
Well, it kind of was like that. We tried, or she tried, but when he's sucking on the things for 16 hours, not 16 hours, but 10, 12 hours almost total throughout the day, yeah.
There's some chafing.
They're not even just chafing, but she's sitting there all day on the couch, and she doesn't. Sometimes she won't produce enough, and he's just sitting there suckling and screaming half the time. And it's just if you're a woman who likes to work and can't sit down for too long, breastfeeding is really not.
Wow.
Yeah, you're literally going to be sitting there for hours upon hours upon hours a day. And if you're not eating properly because of stress, postpartum, whatever, like you're not giving enough food. So you kind of almost have to.
So you can't just go like pizza roll and beer diet.
No, you can't. Yeah, no. It's actually, and it also depends on how he is, because he had stomach problems. So anything dairy, anything wheat, gluten, anything like that messed him up. And then he started screaming all day long and not sleeping and waking up 6 times a night because of stomach cramps. So she had to switch up her entire diet too. So it was just mainly, couldn't even eat broccoli because of broccoli.
He's okay now, though?
Yeah, he's fine now. Yeah. He's good to go. But it's just stomach sensitivity. You know, babies aren't used to a lot of stuff we eat. And broccoli gives gas. Anything that gives gas is a woman really can't eat too much.
Like colicky.
Yeah, super. Oh, he's up. He was up. It was like 5-6 times a night for weeks on end.
Staring at you again.
I know.
He's sucking on his bottle and just staring at you.
Yeah. It's like, see what I got here?
Yep. He's good now.
He's going, I can grow a better beard than you, sir.
He's going to be like 10. He's going to come over the house and be like, what you got on this? But he's good now. He sleeps all throughout the night. He hardly ever cries at all. He's a happy baby. It's just the first 6 months were hard.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, I think I'm making the right choice.
Not having kids.
Mm-hmm. I have no desire.
Not in
it's weird.
It's hard in this world, the way things are going, and that's what I think about, you know.
Oh, hey, man, if it sticks, he's got free schooling.
Yeah, you know what? If we're staying in the area, that's a good thing. You know, I ain't got to worry about it.
I'm that's the trick. Staying in the area is the trick. Like, it's a nice...
But what happens if you guys make over $125,000 a year? Then what are you going to do?
We'll pay. We'll pay our fair share. We'll pay our fair share. I don't mind paying it.
I was saying to Brooke, man, I don't give a shit about... Well, I do give a shit about taxes, but I really don't care about paying taxes as long as it's
going to something.
Going to something that's legit. It's just some of this stuff is.
If $80 million goes into a Tomahawk cruise missile that bombs an airbase and they use it the next day, what the hell are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's I don't understand.
That $80 million is.
I mean, it was bought and paid for.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people going to college.
Yeah, right. It's ridiculous. I don't understand this war anymore. It just makes no sense. So.
And that's. Scary.
Yeah.
Considering it's coming from you, someone who enlisted.
If Assad did drop chemicals, so it says, bombing Assad still helps ISIS and Al Qaeda because he's fighting ISIS and Al Qaeda with Russia.
Yeah.
So bombing Assad helps ISIS.
You were here for that whole show. Yeah. That I made sure I read up on the Syrian war and everything
it's
like that.
It's fucked over there,
just
man. You got
make sure I could keep up.
So many jihadi elements fighting. The FSA was the Free Syrian Army. That was the defectors from Assad's army, and they formed their own army to fight back. It was an actual uprising and a revolution until Al Qaeda, Al Nusra, and ISIS came in, and then the West armed all those factions, and now we got the fucking mess we got. So
proxy war.
It is. It's all It's all oil, dude. You look back into the British Empire and the oil conquests. The majority of the oil pipelines in Iraq were built and occupied by the British in the 30s. Mm-hmm. Where do you think? And it's kind of funny. Like a lot of the oil that we got from World War II was from the Middle East. So it's all. Yeah. It's weird. I mean, the connections. I'm not saying like, oh, the British Empire is in charge, you know, but it's just really interesting. You know, when you look back historically.
She goes, please don't puke on me.
No, I can't. Please
don't bounce from everywhere.
If there's a fucking God, he'll project. Okay. I don't care if he projectile vomits on this table. I just want it so that it's on the show.
But the tax money's going into that more so than our infrastructure in schools. You know, and I just don't understand it. I don't understand that mindset. Get a job, you know, work harder. Oh, work 40 hours a week. I remember my first part-time job. We're not supposed to be working more than 40 hours a week. So let's have a livable wage at 40 hours a week.
I don't know. Like, my dad's not bad about it, but my grandfather definitely was.
What do you mean?
Saying, like, when are you going to buy a house? Like, why don't you go get a state job? So it's blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, do you realize
sideways
that in today's money, a Yale University diploma was $15,000 in today's money. So if it were the same, to go to Yale would cost you $15,000 for 4 years.
Oh, like the same as back then?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, no, there's
back then it was pretty cheap. Of
course, a janitor can make a living sweeping crap out of
a
high school bathroom 40 hours a week and have a house, a kid, and mom work in the kitchen and everything.
You can't just factor in inflation, because the thing is, if you paying $160,000, $170,000, $180,000 for a house around here is not It's completely normal.
Mm-hmm.
That same house, when it was the day that it was built, was $35,000.
Yeah.
You know, it's just silly. Like that. I don't want to go off. I don't want to go off on a big rant, but I'm not saying education should be free for everybody, but it should be free for people that can't afford it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a good education.
Yeah,
too,
and a good education, and there's the money. The money is there. The money is there. It's not a problem at all. And I mean, you shouldn't. And the worst part is, do you know that the average person who goes to Harvard or an Ivy League school doesn't pay a dime? Because so many rich people subsidize all of that with grants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 50% of the population of Harvard didn't pay a dime to go there because of all the alumni giving a ton of money to that college.
For prestige.
Yeah, just
There's
for
really
prestige.
nothing. Yeah, just to say
so
that
they
you
get
gave
free
a
schooling. All the money, all the kids in the millionaire brackets get free
because
schooling.
trickle-down economics works.
Yeah,
that's
no,
what
it
they
doesn't.
think.
Reagan killed the middle class. I don't
shit.
care what any Republican tries to say about Reagan. He gave weapons to the Iranians. He worked with. It's just stupid. It's the whole.
Where's Scott?
Oh,
Where's Scott? We should have got Scott Schwab on here.
Reagan is our god. Yeah, no,
So
it's not.
Scott did write something on the back of that Mountain Dew bottle. If you want to grab it really quick.
Yeah. It's like, if anybody's watching the YouTube video, in the background, about to be lit on fire by my candle, is a giant Mountain Dew bottle. Where the fuck did we get this from?
My grandmother got it for me.
Really?
So, Scott Schwabadeshson, also known as Mr. Primetime.
Oh yeah, hang on one sec. let's calm down. We had this in high school, and was this at your house, or did we bring it into school, or what?
No, it was just in my room.
It's a giant Mountain Dew bottle because we had a problem with Mountain Dew. Oh, dude, it's 10.
I was 17.
It's like 15 years old.
I don't remember. Oh wow, I do remember writing that because you used to leave your 2 liters of Mountain Dew in my car all the time.
Yeah, oh yeah. We had an obsession with Mountain Dew, and this is all right. So where was Scott? Oh yeah, Scott Schwabadeshson signed it.
AKA Mr. Primetime.
Mr. Primetime was his wrestling, his backyard wrestling nickname.
Oh my God.
And Mr. Primetime. And Jesus Christ, it's mostly like all of these quotes are all like recycled stuff from
like singles.
Yeah.
And Bosch likes Butt Sweat. This is a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Butt Sweat is a band that was started that the lead singer of Gas Huffer was in before he was in Gas Huffer.
I'll tickle your innards.
It'll tickle your innards.
It looks like innards though. They messed up the N, the double N.
Yeah, all this stuff is just have fun, stay singles from Singles. Blues for a T-shirt is from Singles. Lord of Lord, King of Kings is a Mother Love Bone quote. There's a Gas Huffer quotes on here.
I remember you guys were very pissed off when they switched from the old label to the new label.
The logo.
Yeah, it was like a drunken day in high school for that because we were
lamenting the loss.
I'm not gonna drink Mountain Dew ever again.
Yeah, it went from like a really cool like.
And they brought back the old label too for a little bit on like the all natural sugar bottle.
But it was just like a dewdrop. They turned it from this like extreme label to this like plunk.
Yeah.
Like the ripple my dense turds
it was
in the toilet water.
No, it was early 90s versus late 90s.
Yeah. Plunk.
Yeah.
Mountain
it was Pearl
Dew.
Jam, then Bare Naked Ladies. It was like the two different.
Yes, very good.
So anyway, that can live here now if you'd like.
I'm very happy that it can. I need to find a good spot for it.
It's got to. I want it to be on camera though.
It's kind of is on camera right now.
Yeah.
But
it's not that bad.
I'll figure it
so
out.
that lamp's gonna go in the corner, maybe like right next to it.
What lamp?
The skull lamp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were gonna put that in the corner.
I want to put it like right there. Yeah.
Logistics on the air, figuring out what to do with the show.
Yeah, he Tom White. If what episode was that?
101, 102.
No, it couldn't have been that far back. I can't remember. It was the one where we were doing the wild game tasting. We found he has an Etsy store. God damn it. What is it called? Rugged Outdoors?
Rugged Outdoors. He's also on Instagram now, too.
Oh, good for him.
It's like Rugged Outdoor Adventures.
Yeah, on Instagram.
Something like that.
But Rugged Outdoors, go to Etsy, search that, and he's got this fucking... It's a deer head. It's just the skull, the antlers, but he like wired the inside, so it has this like orangey red light on the inside of it, so it shines through all the fucking eyeballs and everything like that. And how we were searching it while we were on the show, he was sitting next to me. I'm like, that is fucking cool. I want that. It was like $35.
Yeah, it
We
wasn't.
got it right there. It's sitting there. I was just like, all right, we'll give you 30. And he's just sending it to us now.
It was 105, a suicidal duck.
A suicidal duck. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Suicidal duck.
I was explaining the fact that the duck, the smoked duck that he brought, which was unreal. I still have that trout in the fridge. I gotta eat that. I keep forgetting. It's smoked, so it'll last forever.
Will it? That was. So what episode is this?
This is 110. That was 5 weeks ago.
5 weeks? I don't know.
I'm gonna eat it. I'm sure it's fine. But he's the duck that he smoked. He killed himself. I think it was a farm raised duck.
Yeah,
right?
it was his neighbor's duck.
It was his neighbor's duck. And when he said he
had male and female ducks, and the male was bothering the females too much. So he was like, "What do you got to do?" He's like, "Cut his head off."
Soup.
But he said when he went to cut its head off, like he put it next to the log, and he figured he was gonna have to hold it. He said it got next to the log, and it just stuck its head out over the chopping block, probably because it was just looking over or something. So he was like, "Oh shit!" and like real quick, just hit it.
Gotta do nothing.
I said maybe he was just an angry duck that wanted to die.
He was done with it. He's like, "Oh, good, thank God."
Suicidal duck. I also wanted to.
Duck is good too.
I fucking love duck. When I see duck on the menu,
my first time eating
shit's
duck
going
was
down.
in Prague, Czech Republic. Super cheap too. We got four of us got 4 full course meals with 2 pints of beer for like 20-30 euro.
And it was all duck.
Oh, it was duck. It was the greatest thing I've ever had.
I'm going to Europe in September. I'm hoping to come back with lots of stories.
Oh yeah, you will.
We're going to Paris, and then we're going to Amsterdam to see the Van Gogh Museum, and that's it.
It's pronounced Van Gogh.
Van Gogh Museum.
Van Gogh Museum.
We're going to see that, and then that's it. We're just going to leave.
No,
we're not
you're not.
doing anything else while we're there. And then we're going to go to Germany.
No, you're not.
Oh, in Amsterdam? Okay.
And then we're going to go to Berlin, and then Munich for
nice.
Oktoberfest.
Berlin's cool. Berlin's a really cool town. And Germans are interesting people.
Berlin is a really cool town.
Have you been to Germany?
Yeah, I've been to Europe. I went through all 7 countries: Ireland, England, France, Belgium, Amsterdam.
This podcast is really big in Belgium, actually.
Really?
No.
Well, it is in the Philippines.
We do have one listener in the Philippines.
Well, that's cool. So, Germany, Czech Republic, Spain.
I hear the Germans are. They seem like they're not friendly, but they actually are friendly.
They are very
That's
friendly.
just the way.
It's the way their
not,
dialect and how they talk. Like their nouns and verbs are different, and it's just how things come out. It seems like they're always angry, but that's just the way they talk.
I think I'd like it over there.
It's like, you know how Spanish, half of it's like backwards in American, somewhere it's like the opposite of that, supposedly. I don't know. It's just, I hear learning German's very hard. So
yeah, because it's not
easy,
like a
but it's
Romance
hard
language.
at the same
time.
Yeah, it's not.
They say the English language can correlate with the German sounding tongue, but
I started messing around trying to learn German, like when I was trying to get I tried to find some free learning software to download to my phone, and I did, and it was working well. But
this was just for fucking Rammstein lyrics, wasn't it?
No. I was trying to learn. So when I go over there, I at least have something to offer. I don't want to be that guy who walks over. Who speaks English?
No, don't be that guy, because
German guy.
No one will help you, and
Hey Hans,
everybody would think you're some arrogant American asshole.
Yeah.
And it's true. If you go to Europe, attempt to try their language. Hi, how are you? In whatever language. Do you speak English? And most of them, 90% of the time, they're like, yeah, sure, thank you. Thank you for attempting, my language. So I know you're not a dick. So, and it's true. Then you got guys like my dad who's like, hey, Buongiorno, como allez-vous? I'm like, Dad, we're in Germany right now. You're speaking French. Like, what the? I don't know what country I'm in. What is this right here? And they're looking at me and my stepmom. I'm just like, oh my God.
I talked to a guy who was stationed in Germany. He was Air Force. He was stationed in Germany for years and years and years. He spoke, fluently, fluent German. And I was just like, well, what's a good language to speak, like a baser language to speak to get around Europe? And he just kind of went, English. I was like, oh, okay.
The majority of people do. They talking to my cousins who live in Germany. They're born in Ireland, but they live in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Most students have to learn 4 languages total on top of theirs, and it's mandatory since grade school. They have to English. If they're Germany, German, and then 2 other countries. But it's mandatory English, mandatory their own, and mandatory 2 others. So they have to know 4 languages. Here in America, I mean, it's just 1, but over there,
took 4 years.
You don't actually have to learn them, though.
Yeah, I took.
You don't. Yeah,
I took 4 years of Italian. I've said it on the show before.
Yeah.
I've taken 4 years of Italian. I have no fucking clue how to speak Italian at all.
I grew up in a Dominican family. My dad remarried at 7, and they all speak Spanish. And the only thing I know is "Hola, como está?" BNE2. Mucho gusto.
With 0 accent.
Yeah.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
So, this just in from Jason Fulham.
Hey, buddy.
I'm pretty sure that's a kid in the studio. Are we
is.
having sports on the show now, or does RuPaul's Drag Race show cover that? # Ryan loves ladyboys.
Wait. I don't understand.
He's asking if we're going to do a sports segment, and we're just not.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't follow sports.
I mean, we can.
Or anything mainstream.
The only thing sports I'm willing to talk about is MMA. And there's a big
I don't know
pay-per-view.
anything about that.
A local guy remains undefeated. He's from Minnesink. Fuck. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I can find it.
I don't even have cable TV to watch sports. I don't even...
Shane Burgos, Burgos. He debuted on UFC a couple events earlier, and he just fought on Saturday.
Let's
and
get
he
him
won.
on the show.
See, I don't even think of that stuff.
Why not?
I don't know. It was
what's
driving
his name?
me. Shane Burgos.
I'm just going to write Shane MMA on show. All right, and you just text me the info and I'll find him.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I need to get into whatever mentality you're in, because, like, we're at the coffee shop the other day and this kid comes in. What was his name again? I don't remember. The guy that we were both talking to about about coming on the show.
Oh, I can never remember his name.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, he doesn't know mine either, so it's not a big deal. But I have his SoundCloud stuff. But he's a cool guy. He's a Vassar guy.
He's a musician.
And, yeah, he's a musician.
And he's
rides
interested
a
in coming on the
skateboard.
show. But this motherfucker just launches into, we're on a podcast. It's the greatest thing ever. We have 1 million downloads. Like, he goes into it.
I didn't say any of that.
I know that, but you come off with that kind of confidence. And meanwhile, I'm
40,000 viewers.
I got this dumb fucking thing that we do every week. I just...
Well, and the thing is, like, I tell people, it's like, chances are you're helping us out more than we're helping you out, but you have something to promote. You have a video that you can link to. People can see what you're doing. You'll have clean audio that you can take and do whatever you want with it. That's the biggest thing.
Oh, this dude. He's about to vomit everywhere.
Well, with that, do you want to take a quick break and come back?
I could take a wee.
Yeah, me too. Let's take a quick break.
I want a quick shout out to Dreaming Goddess.
Yeah.
For setting me up with lots of new incense for the studio and some nettle leaf.
Yeah. Did you buy some crystals while you were in there?
I did not, but they did look at me like I didn't
belong.
I walked into the wrong place.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they'll get to know you.
I looked at the woman
too.
and she looked at me and she smiled,
Yeah.
But there was something in her eyes that said to me,
"This
you're
person
looking
is not
for
going to be a repeat customer.
You're looking for vapology."
The vape shop's next door, sir. You need to go there.
No, but
you. What did I say?
What?
You told me this story off air.
I know.
And I was like, "Yeah, you look like a person who is something about being in tune with reality.
Oh yeah. Oh God, this show just got much more adorable.
If you want, I got a quick, or after the break, I got a story about nettles. Nettles are horrible. Don't ever roll in a patch of nettles.
All right.
Especially in Ireland. If you go to Europe and you find a patch of nettles, do not go near it.
Well, you're not supposed to roll in them.
I was playing airsoft.
I know that.
Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back with nettle talk with Brian.
It was horrible.
All right, you want to set up a still life?
Yeah.
You got the music.
Yep.
I'm cleaning up.
What's that? Careful.
All right, well, I'm just gonna stop it because the music is for the people.
I don't know how to use iTunes.
All right, well, I'm gonna stop it. We're gonna set up fucking a still life, and we'll be right back. So,
all right,
everybody, chill.
I've got
chill.
You don't want to play music?
Not for the recording, but for the people on the YouTubes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we'll be right back.
No! No! Are you serious? Sorry.
Take
Hey,
Jube.
what are you doing?
Might have been on mine.
Yes, I think I'm dying of anticipation. All the good men tomorrow have lost their sting. They're all down with the rabble, singing songs. Flame demons claim you're wrong. Sing like a large chameleon.
No!
I think I hear 'em on the stairs. Wings that walk, shock of hair. Well, come on, please take me somewhere I ain't been yet. I'm dying of anticipation. I think I hear 'em on the stairs. Wings that walk, shock of hair. Well, come on, please take me somewhere I ain't been yet. I'm dying of anticipation. Anticipation. Tragedy. My parody. My parody. Anticipation.
But yeah, there's no photo. Yeah, she's this.
Here in this
Her,
coffee shop.
Her father was Japanese, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam.
Just a picture of a grown-up barely scraping by. Back in my old
How much longer? How much longer on the show?
It would.
This is an out-of-body moment.
Yeah, it's about an hour max. I can say. Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, because I still need to get to the first food and diapers. When I see him around 1-year-olds, like Yeah, all my relatives are 2, 6, 3. Jasmine's brothers, uncles, dad are 6'4", 6'5". Maybe a big kid.
Are we ready? Yeah, play with a tongue.
Hiccups.
Oh God, Huh? This is Frank McGinnis, American film history. Or is this Frank McGinnis and the Whim? He was on the show, so be nice.
Oh, was he? I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is the EP.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm sorry, I'm more of a hardcore guy. I got Tool tickets too.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Governor's Ball.
Oh my God.
They'll be there. I know.
Fucking piece of shit.
Come, buy a ticket. Buy the Sunday's ticket.
can't.
You might see some other
I'm going to see Rammstein.
cool new jam bands I really don't care too much about. I just want to go see Tool. Yeah.
It's very exciting.
All right, you guys ready?
Babies love to be shaken.
Yeah, he likes to bounce.
Baby, things heard on the Dead Radio podcast. Babies love to be shaken.
He likes to bounce.
Is his head gonna get smaller or is his body gonna get bigger?
Both. Oh no, his head's gonna get bigger and smaller. Tool. I tried listening to Cage last night. They're whack. I thought it was cool. Royal Blood. Cool.
Royal Blood? See them. Make sure
Oh
you're
no,
there
I'm
to
gonna be.
see
Yeah, I'm
them.
gonna be there the entire day. So check out Royal Blood. Okay, cool.
You'll love them. They're two-piece.
Okay,
Bass
cool.
player splits his signals into...
Cool. Very cool.
The unofficial Dead Radio podcast.
Yeah, this is our theme song
the
right here.
unofficial Dead Radio podcast theme song.
Hello.
All right, so I'll fade this out and I'll go into one of our joiners.
Ah, shit!
Pack another bowl in the Pyrex box.
Ask me to sing the, Call Me Al. I can do that.
Who is this? I like this song.
It's Kurt.
Yeah, it's his cousin.
Kurt Bosch.
What?
Yeah.
When you first, I'm like, wow, cool. They put a little hip hop in. I didn't know that was your cousin. He made this? That's dope.
He's the shit.
I use this for all the time lapses.
Yeah, no. When I first saw it, I was like, that's cool.
All right, we're coming back.
I'm out my coma, the lonely stoner. Rap so cold, baby, North Dakota. They love it when I spit it fast, rapping Daytona in a fast car, NASCAR coming up on ya, coming up on ya.
This is the latest disclosure from a report from National.
There we go. We can use that.
I
Right?
need volume, though. Yeah, I guess that'll work.
Another problem is that I moved the buttons all around today. So I don't even know where everything is. Was that passable? Oh, wrong button. Shh, it's fine. All right, and we're back.
I just realized, like, not having the computer, I'm a creature of habit. So once you take that little thing out of there, completely ruins me. So I forgot to write on the.
What'd you forget?
Yeah, I forgot to write like who we're with, like the update on for the YouTube people. So they're looking at like 109.
Just somebody with a baby.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Well, welcome back we're back from the break.
There's bound to be a few hiccups.
And Gabby's checking in.
Hello.
Tony's wife. Better half, much better half, I should say. Tony's a piece of shit.
I haven't met her, and I believe you.
Tony is a walking piece of shit.
Piece of poop.
Anthony Vera.
Language.
Piece of poop.
Oh, I'm sorry. Speak of piece of fecal matter.
Pizza poop.
Just to let everybody know, if you're listening through the break, we heard from Shadow Witch, American Film History, and Kurt Bosch.
Deathbed.
Deathbeds?
Whatever.
I don't know.
Whatever their deal is, I don't know.
The unofficial theme song for Dead Radio.
Yeah, well, we have a real theme song.
Yeah, but we've used the. I don't even know what the name of the song is. What's the name of the song?
Grand Canyon Mic Check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Grand Canyon is the name of Kurt's solo project.
Could be. I don't know. It just says Grand Canyon Mic Check. And he hasn't told me anything. Like, I've been saying music by Deathbed for almost a year now, so. But it's perfect for the time lapse. It has that, like, perfect, like, beat. It matches up. Yeah.
Yes, when the camera changes. And Amy is still doing her school report on Shaft. And
is it Big Black Shaft?
It's going well.
It's on the movie Shaft.
Ding. Well, she plays with a black object.
So, we were talking about it on the break, and I kind of want to bring it up because Kurt. Speaking of Kurt, also he posted about it on Facebook, and it turned into a long debate between him and his friends. This Pepsi commercial that came out with what's her name? Kendall Jenner.
Kendall Jenner.
Is it Kendall?
Yeah,
I don't know. This is the first time hearing it.
You haven't heard it?
No.
All right, look up Google because I don't have my computer. You need to Google Kendall Jenner Pepsi commercial.
Sure.
They took it down like that day.
Yeah, it's still out there. Somebody
I'm
recorded.
sure somebody saved it. Yeah.
So, in a nutshell, it'd be good for you to watch it, and unfortunately, we can't put it up on the screen. But I don't know if it's the YouTube. If you can cock your.
Is this it?
Nah, it's a Pepsi commercial.
Full HD Pepsi ad commercial with Kendall Jenner?
Yes, that's the one.
So this?
I don't know. I didn't see
when I
that.
said, is it this? And you said no?
I can't see.
Are we going to be able to play this?
Well, we play it. Yeah, I can mute you.
Yeah, mute it.
Gun is missing.
Yeah, because this is an ad for a show.
But, so, we'll go through it a little bit. Here you go. I think we could play the... So... So there's a guy on a rooftop playing a
Viola,
cello. Most people have seen this right now, and there's a protest going on with peace signs, and it's a very peaceful protest, and everybody's happy, and there's no garbage being thrown around. And there's Kendall Jenner doing her modeling thing, and she notices the whole hubbub down the street. Everything says peace and love. There's no fists and there's no anger. It's a very peaceful protest. And then
This guy's drinking a Pepsi.
This guy's drinking a Pepsi. He's looking out over the street. It looks like he's in the French district. There's a Muslim getting all frustrated and throwing her photos everywhere.
She's destroying her contact sheets.
So she runs out to join the protest with her camera.
Yeah. with her, her Hasselblad, her $32,000.
Oh,
camera.
yeah? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. There's dancers. Jesus Christ, this is a long version of the commercial, huh?
On and on.
People dancing. Like I said, this is a very, very positive protest. Everybody's getting along well. No one's angry.
This is boring.
And then she sees the cellist, and he kind of nods her over like, hey,
It's like, what's up?
come check this shit out. She pulls off her wig and wipes off her lipstick. And there's police standing around. And she grabs a Pepsi. Yeah. She wipes off her makeup just to reveal more makeup underneath.
I really hope she gets shot with a beanbag out of a shotgun. That would be great.
Oh, yeah, right in the fucking forehead. And gets beaten. And then taken away in handcuffs.
Dragged by her face.
She gives the cop a Pepsi. That's right. In her stylish jeans. Muslim lady with the $35,000 camera takes a picture. Everybody cheers. Peace between police and regular citizens is achieved with just a Pepsi.
So that was really dumb, but I don't understand why people are mad.
So people are out, like, there's two sides to this. There's one there, people are just
I feel
outraged that Pepsi is using the using protests as a like an it
like
thing.
a backdrop.
A fad.
A backdrop. It's a backdrop to their commercial.
What were you going to say?
It's a fad.
Revolutionary.
Revolution is a fad to these companies now.
Yeah, so they're using that to sell more Pepsi because protests are in right now. And
meanwhile, protests are killing tens of thousands of people overseas and stuff like that, and leading to civil wars. And
so there was outrage because of that, how they're...
You see, I would have had more respect for them if they took a stance on something.
Yes.
In that, if the protest was about, let's say, the Affordable Care Act, and Pepsi decided to side with the people who are for the, like, don't fucking take away our health care.
Yeah.
Something like that. If they took a stance in some way, it would have been fine. But it was just like, no one's holding up a sign that says peace and love and drinking a fucking Pepsi.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
No.
Yeah. So people were...
and he used a
But here's the thing.
billionaire,
What
I guess.
what I wanted to get into kind of was the two sides. The people that were outraged to the point where it was just kind of like way overblown. Like your anger...
Yeah,
your anger is a little too strong for something like that. Like, I guess they're trivializing protesting and all that, but
It's
honestly,
dumb to be overly angry, and it's also a dumb video too, as well. It shouldn't get this much attention.
So boring.
All
too.
I saw was a very transparent. This kid's about to get the fucking. He's about to get the lead pipe in the ballroom. From Colonel Mustard.
He's ruining the show.
No, he's not.
But it's hard to talk. Like I have to make a stance. I want to talk about my stance on this whole thing with a baby in the room staring at me like I'm a fucking some sort of monster.
Jeez.
Sorry, some sort of Fargan monster.
No self-control.
I can't do it.
How do you do that at work? Like you just do you swear?
Oh, I
at
just
work?
let him fly.
Even
Yeah,
for a cuss
yeah.
word?
We get a stern talking to on occasion. It's like you just can't
guys, you
talk
have to settle
like that.
down.
Yeah. I told what did I say to him? I called myself like a dumbass or something in front of a customer, and Amber was like, "Bosh, Jesus." But the thing with the Pepsi commercial to me was just like, ugh, you guys are gross.
Yeah,
like,
it was pretty douchey.
The Steve Buscemi meme of him with the backwards hat and the skateboard saying, "Hello, fellow young people." That was an accurate, representation of how I felt about it. Like, oh God, you guys are just transparent as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But they got so much heat, like people making fun of them and people their strange outrage so they can, make headlines or whatever on Instagram that the thing came. They are not playing it anymore. It was a total big misstep on their part, which is, I'm like annoyed that people are so angry about it, but at the same time,
there's like a lot more important things to be mad about right now.
But at the same time, it just shows how out of touch the big corporations can be, you know?
I mean, if anything, I mean, they're in touch. They use it on purpose to gain attention and sell a product. It's a whole psychological thing.
Yeah, but something about it, like people had to sit around. People in suits and toupees had to sit around and watch that and go, yeah, that's good, and that's gonna bolster profit margins or whatever the fuck.
So, friend of the show, Michael Bleakley.
Hey, Mikey!
Posts earlier today.
Writer, director of Tim
this,
Cop.
I saw this earlier, and I thought it was really funny.
Actually, writer.
It's Pepsi. How much worse can a company's image get? And United goes, hold my beer. Have you heard about this?
See, I don't know about the United thing. I saw a meme of a scene from Airplane where Leslie Nielsen is just choking this woman and slapping her. So what happened?
Welcome to United Airlines.
So this
training
is pretty bad. They overbook a flight. So they basically say we're boarding people in order. If you don't get on, you don't get on. This is pretty standard when they overbook flights.
Yeah, but
so
you shouldn't.
Of course, that's a whole nother thing. But so they overbooked the flight. A lot of people didn't get on the flight that were supposed to. And then they basically say, okay, so 4 of you need to leave. We're looking for volunteers at first. We'll give you $400 for a $400 voucher on top of your flight. Like, we're going to give you a different flight plus $400, and we'll pay for a hotel room.
Can I interject for a moment?
Sure.
I was on a flight from either to Florida from New York or from Florida to New York with my mom. I was visiting my grandparents, and they did that. They overbooked the flight, and then they started doing the vouchers and the miles and the hotel rooms and stuff like that. She was one of those people that would take that shit.
Yeah.
She'll take the mileage.
If you're
she'll
not
take
in
the
a
voucher.
rush, like, sure.
We weren't.
Yeah.
You know, it was like spring break or something.
Yeah.
She's sitting there and she's like, I could see her. She's looking off into the distance, but she's listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That far off stare. And I'm like, what's up? And she's just like, I think we're going to do this. I just want to hold off for a hotel room. And then the next announcement was just like, all right, we are offering local hotel room for da-da-da. And she like a fucking Pop-Tart coming out of a toaster oven, just stood up, walked straight to the fucking clerk and was just like, give it up.
Yeah.
She got vouchers for flights. We got hotel coming. We got limo service, the whole 9 yards. It was great.
So
yeah,
they
really
basically
took care of us.
They basically did that. They let a bunch of people board the flight, and then they didn't realize that there were United employees that were deadheading to get to flights that they needed to be on.
Deadheading?
Where you ride a flight for free to go to your next job. So if you're a flight attendant or a pilot or whatever.
So like they weren't like, you know, in tie-dye t-shirts and
no.
Okay.
So
God damn it.
So
that
basically
was bad, right?
they board
Do
the
we have a bomb?
we're
Do we
just-
have something
Yeah,
for
we got
for a
tons
bomb?
we got tons of bombs.
Can
I'm
we
just
just
in
play
the
that?
middle I'm just in the middle of a story, and I have no volume on my computer. What happened?
How about now?
I'm just gonna play them all.
So
I got
I
this
am
one.
smart. S-M-R-T.
Yeah, okay.
I mean S-M-A-R-T.
That's it.
So-
no, never mind.
I just was trying to play all the bombing ones that I had. I can play Stutter and Mutter and Prick if you want.
No, let's
Anyway. So they board the flight, and then they come on and they say, we need 4 people to leave because these 4 people need to get to places so they can be on the flights that they need to be on.
Uh-huh.
We're offering vouchers, this, that, whatever. No takers. So they
Nope.
basically say, okay, well, we're going to double it. No takers. And then they say, okay, well, we're just going to use they have a system in place that just randomly selects a seat. You get ejected from your flight. So they select a couple.
No.
The couple leaves. Then they select some guy, and he's like, I'm a doctor. Like, I have appointments. Like, I need to be at my hospital tomorrow morning. I'm not leaving this flight.
I have to go to
Yeah.
hospital.
So then security gets involved. He says, I'm not leaving. There's no reason for me to leave. This is ridiculous. You can put people on another flight. There's no reason for this. I have to be home. So they begin to physically remove him from the flight, and within that altercation, his face is smashed on an armrest, and he's dragged off the flight. Off the flight.
I'm looking at pictures.
Yeah,
He's
his
literally...
shirt's like ripped off, like he's dragged off the flight. Several minutes later, he's brought back on the flight and allowed to go. Like crying, blood all over his face and his shirt. They put him back on the flight. Flight takes off. He goes to his destination. That guy is fucking set for life.
Do you think he got...
20,
He's a
30 fucking $1 million.
It shouldn't have to be like that. That's a problem.
Do you think he got an extra drink?
Yeah, I would just be sitting in that airport. I would be laughing so hard.
I'm taking your job. I'm
I'd just
taking
be
your
like,
job. I'm
every
taking,
single one of you people that was involved in this is not maybe is going to have some criminal charges brought against you, but at the very least, you're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your job. Were you muting that mic?
No. Oh, I should.
You're going to lose your job.
I didn't realize. And
this is going to be a multi-million-dollar settlement towards me. And maybe, just maybe, a few things will change within the airline industry where they can't just say, this is happening because of 9/11. I will kill you, sir. I will kill you in the face. Like they just like when a flight attendant making $22,000, maybe not a flight attendant, a TSA agent making literally tens of thousands of dollars a year feels that they have more power over you because they can just say, "Oh, you've been flagged. Get out." That has to stop. Mm-hmm. Sure, you should be able to, flag people for things. But when someone's just like, "But I don't understand." What is this?
I'm restarting the recording.
What happened?
It just stopped. I turned around and I saw that it stopped. I don't know.
All right. So you might have to pull it from YouTube then?
Yep. Continue.
All right, great. So yeah, they just think that they have all this ultimate power because of Homeland Security. And there was no reason for any of that to happen. They should have said, "We screwed up. We're really sorry. We need 4 people to leave the flight." And then just shove perks down their throat until someone stands up. But then when it's 4 people that have to get somewhere, put them on a different flight. You own an airline.
Yeah, no.
You own the airline. You can redirect a flight. You can send a private jet. You can maybe have someone fill in for them.
Yeah, call the next.
There
flight
was
over.
no
Hey,
reason.
Susan,
There was no reason for those because the core of this is they bumped, and that doesn't even forget about the fact that they probably bumped 40 or 50 people from this flight. Though all of those people now are screwed and got nothing. But now at what point do you go, well, we need to punch this guy now and physically remove him? Like, what? How does that logic work? When the guy goes, "I'm a doctor, I need to be there." It's not like the court system. It's not like where they say there's no excuse. It's an airplane. You paid for your ticket.
It's tough guys that just want to go out and do their job, beat on whoever.
And I guarantee, and United. What did United?
I'm a
say?
Marine. I lived in a tough guy mentality. I lived with testosterone that walks around and wants to bang, fuck, or kill anything that walks in our way. That's just the way. And cops are trained the same way, and it's unfortunate. They have this egomaniac attitude, regardless of what is said and who you are. It doesn't matter. Like I said, it could be a doctor going to a surgery, like a life-threatening surgery, and you get punched in the face because you're not,
So, do you guys want to watch some video?
Yeah, sure. Fire away.
Can't the pilots drive to Louisville? Can't they rent a car for the pilots and have them drive?
Yeah, they're dragging him out of his seat. And everyone's getting their phones out.
And what can you do? You can't attack a cop. There's no reason for any of this.
Yeah.
No, this is wrong. Oh my God! Look at what you did to him.
Yeah, just busted him in the face and dragged him out.
Oh, they knocked him out.
Yeah. Yeah, he started, he said no, and then they started grabbing him and pulling him out of the seat. He screamed and got belted in the face.
It's that muscle. Yeah. It's that egomaniac
and
mentality.
these
if you don't
these
do
two
as
guys,
I say, I'm going to beat the crap out of you.
like these two guys, they have no career. Like United is going to completely throw them under the bus. They're going to say that's not our policy.
You know what else is going to get thrown? That camera.
Hear me out. And this is a problem.
The thing is, I know the camera would be fine, but this would never survive.
Here's a problem. Now, I'm not okay. Judging from this photo, these cops did something wrong. But the problem with this is. These guys are family men, and they're losing their entire life.
But the thing is, in that situation,
preaching.
they should have said, "Sir, you need to leave the flight. Sir, you need to leave the flight. Sir, you need to leave the flight. Sir, you need to." And until the pilot goes, "Well, I guess we're not going anywhere."
But it's not like
but
that.
you can't touch the guy. You can't do that.
No, you
it's
can't.
Not
It's
allowed.
not.
It's
But that's the problem. They're building these cops up to be overly aggressive, regardless of what the circumstances are, and they're beating people half to death for no reason.
Yeah, you want to see another angle? There's literally dozens of angles of this.
Goddamn
and
right.
another problem, these guys are probably good people, but they're just
They probably are, but they fucked
brainwashed and propaganda to do something stupid like this, and it's dumb and it's unnecessary. Now he's probably got 2-3 kids at home that are not going to have any.
The guy's still belted in, and they're dragging him out of the seat.
Oh shit!
Yeah, smashed his face on the armrest.
Okay, so hey, pause this. So, wow, he's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was still
Probably broke
belted
his
in
nose.
when they were dragging him out of the seat, and then they cracked his face on the armrest.
Yeah, they were pulling him, and then like he gave way, and as they pulled him, he smashed his head against the fucking armrest.
I love the reply.
Holy
You
shit.
don't know what goes on in a day. Oh no, I do. I was in Fallujah and Iraq for 2 years. Yeah, I understand. We had more restrictions on being shot at by Al Qaeda insurgents than cops do on the streets in America.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I don't understand this argument. It's dumb. Crime is down like the lowest it's ever been, but we're still militarizing our everything. It's nuts.
So
Here we
so
go.
here's one of the
It's time to
one
go.
of the
He's
statements was he wasn't leaving his seat, therefore he was uncooperative, therefore he was considered disruptive, and they removed him.
He paid for
the
his
legal
flight.
the legal agreement between you and the airline basically says we can remove you at any time for any reason from one of our flights.
Fuck
There
that
was no
shit.
reason for that.
No.
Like you want to know, the correct course of action would have been like, okay, the guy's being unruly, sir. We've marked our line in the sand. This is what's happening. And the thing is, it's within their right to remove him from the flight. It's still bullshit. It's ridiculous. Like, yeah, you agreed to that. But the guy was like, why are you removing me when I have more of a reason than probably 90% of the people on this flight?
Yeah.
You know?
Most of the people are just visiting
Yeah.
grandma.
And I think he said that too. Like, I'm a doctor. Like,
Yeah,
I got
he's a
someplace-
doctor.
Yeah.
Here, give him this to play with.
No. I think it's time to go. He's tired. Yeah.
Okay, so one of their statements is almost always someone takes the bait and it doesn't come to this. Like,
That's the
a-
quote from
yeah.
United Airlines?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, but that's not enough reason to physically beat somebody, almost knock him out and break his face open.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's dumb.
All right.
Want to be tough?
Is he
Yeah,
done?
he's getting tired.
All right, let's take like a really quick break so Ryan can get going, and we'll close the show out.
Wow, let's just
Yeah?
close the
You
show.
wanna just do it?
Okay.
Just the
I have
baby?
no idea how long we've been on, so.
I don't know. What's the matter, buddy? Do you want to be on the
quick-
show?
To everybody listening in the Hudson Valley area.
Oh, yeah. Let's do proper plugs. Here, hit the. Do you have the outro?
What is that?
Do you have the show outro, the 17-minute long one? Hit that.
I
Beep,
don't think
beep.
I have the outro.
Uh-oh.
I have just joiners.
All right, we'll play a joiner.
I'll read the first
we'll read the-
paragraph on this
Yeah.
for people.
Plug your shit. It's a really weird show. Sorry, everyone. I didn't have my computer, so I guess.
Everything went well.
And the baby.
And the baby.
And then there's this fucking thing running around the whole
Hey.
the show.
Mr. Poopsters.
Studio.
Call him Mr. Jibs.
So, Ryan, thanks for coming back.
Thank you for having me. It's
I
always
always
a
like
pleasure. It's always fun.
I always like plugging your stuff because it's for a great cause.
The
Unlike everything that
community
we
is
do.
very important. We all got to stick together. all
Unlike
this
stupid
separation.
Shadow Witch and their devil music.
This hate between Republicans and Democrats got to stop. They're all in it together against us. Even local community politics, you'd be surprised how deep the establishment is. It's scary. I'm not going to say much more, but
I've heard rumors about a certain
there's
state, senators who are in bed with certain
Oh, they're all. It's not even Senate. It goes down to the county
federal
level.
senators and
Yep.
so on and so forth.
So,
no, that's mine. Don't
mark your calendar, May 20th, Armed Forces Day on the Hudson. Looking to be a special community event. The event is open to all veterans and anybody else of the Hudson Valley. It'll take place at Juarez Park, Poughkeepsie, May 20th from 12 p.m. to sunset. The event will be sponsored by the Hudson Valley Veterans Alliance, which is a nonprofit organization that provides many types of assistance to veterans in need. Proceeds from the Armed Forces Day will go to help many veteran families throughout the Hudson Valley. So nobody takes any money from this organization. We got a team of 12. We got retired 30-year Master Sergeant of the Air Force, and we got a 2-star general working for us. So we're pretty legit. Yeah. We don't play around.
You got to start recording plug
Can
stuff
we give
for
the
us.
baby a beer?
He actually no.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there you go.
Grab the hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, May 20th.
May 20th.
May 20th.
Mark your calendars. Do something
It's gonna
right.
be a fun day. If you
Do
want to come
something
out,
right for a change, you pieces of shit. I know who listens to this show.
there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff
We're
there.
talking to you, Jay Fulham.
If people like to pew pew and play around with guns, there's gonna be some guns there for display.
All right.
Yeah.
You'll get you'll get your grease hands on with some 50 cals and 240 machine guns. So hopefully, if they show up, I'm trying to get some infantry battalions.
Fire them across the Hudson.
That'd be. We're trying to get
at Highland.
We're trying to get.
Let them know who's boss.
Throw 7 Belfed.
We're the only coastal town, you fucks.
No, it's
Ship
river
those-
adjacent.
Whatever.
Park those oil barges there. I dare you. Meet my 50 cal. Yeah, we're trying to get riverine. We're trying to get like helicopters fly through. It's gonna be a big event, big day. So
Right on.
we're expecting a few thousand people. So
Very cool.
and yeah.
You're going to have to hit another outro.
Yeah.
No, end it right at the.
Oh, I have that one that one repeats.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, I have it set in here to repeat.
Oh, good.
So, title, I only wrote down 3.
Oh,
It was a
God,
very
really?
distracting episode.
Well, yeah, we had fucking
So we have bull sperm.
baby sucks everything over here.
So we have bull sperm, who's shit, turds as hard as a microphone, and this podcast is really big in Belgium.
I'll go with that one. I like that one. What do you think,
Yeah.
Ryan?
I like it. I like bull sperm a lot.
I do like baby sucks everything, but that could be bad.
There's an episode on Trailer Park Boys that goes deep into bull sperm, and Ricky tries it. It's pretty disgusting. I don't know if you guys watch Trailer Park Boys at all, but it's pretty funny.
No.
It's dumb, but it's funny.
I ate bull testicles in Dallas.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're fine. Tastes like chicken nuggets. Really, really soft, creamy chicken nuggets.
Did it go in your mouth?
No, they don't pop.
They
There's
don't
like
pop. Doesn't squeeze hot stuff in the back of your throat?
no, when they cook them, they like flatten out.
What do they make it like tostones? They flatten them out, then they fry
They're
it?
like flat. They're like skin flat, deep fried skin flaps.
Flattened balls.
Jesus Christ.
He's going to pass out.
I want to thank you for reinforcing the no kid thing for me. I appreciate it.
Kids are fun. They're a lot of work, but
Yeah, that
be
sounds
prepared.
like, it doesn't sound like enough fun.
It's
The fun to work ratio seems a little bit lopsided, so I don't want to deal with that.
I'm more excited about him walking around and start playing baseball because I played a lot of sports growing up. So
Yeah.
he seems very active, and we'll see what happens. So that's the fun part. It's just the first 7 months are.
He likes to bang stuff around. Maybe he should be a drummer.
We have the drums. We have play drums at the house.
Oh,
and he
wait, do
plays
you have
it.
a saxophone still?
No,
Do you have
not
a
a
saxophone?
I'm trying to get a
You played
saxophone.
sax, right?
I played sax.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't really do my thing.
The
Or we didn't
saxophone.
talk about it.
No.
What?
We have an idea for a new video. We
Yeah.
can't play any of it on the show.
Did you see my post on Facebook about... I woke up the other morning singing Call Me Out by Paul Simon. So I just, instead of, whenever I get an earworm, I just go on YouTube and I watch the video and I sing along. I learn the lyrics and it usually passes. I sang the whole fucking song all day. Because I learned the lyrics and now I know how to sing the chorus. So I'm like, oh, fuck, this is the greatest thing ever. So
yeah, in
that's
our
all I
video,
did.
you were Chevy Chase in that scenario.
I know.
My favorite part is the drum holder thing.
Yeah.
When it kind of looks like a coffee table.
Yeah, and he keeps putting things on it.
He keeps putting things on it, just falls through.
Yeah. Chevy Chase was a genius when he was on cocaine.
Yeah.
But now he's off cocaine. He's not so funny
So
anymore.
yeah,
he's too serious.
You'll be Chevy Chase.
All right.
In that scenario, it's gonna be a great video.
If anybody
We just
doesn't
need
know
to
what we're
find a
talking
set.
about, just look up on YouTube, Paul Simon, Call Me Al, the official video. It's magical.
It's hilarious.
It's magical.
Let's say we got a lot of cocaine right here.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
snort
buddy.
some formula. All right, time to go.
Adios.
Next week, who do we got?
Next week we have
DJ Mad Mike.
Yeah, DJ Mad Mike.
Mr. Mike Colvin, and he doesn't know who I am. So
gonna
that
be
should
great.
be an interesting
Yeah.
reveal.
He's Mikey from WPDH.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice.
But they work
met,
together.
We
They
worked together for like a solid 6 months or so.
I met
a year.
Uncle
Actually,
Mike from 107.3. It's a country music station, but they're promoting what we're doing. It's cool, man. I gotta meet.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I
Uncle
thought
Mike?
you meant the Hudson Valley Veterans Alliance. I thought you meant the show, the podcast. I was
Oh,
like,
no,
oh,
no,
fucking
no.
hey. Can we?
That's mine. No, that's mine.
Holy Christ!
You ready to go home, kiddos?
All right,
Oh, yeah.
can we get some more outro music?
More outro music.
More.
What else should I play?
I don't know. I'm about to
I
I'm just about to end it. Forget it. You know what?
Well, I'll just do it. That's fine. I get this.
All right, that's great.
I just have the two. I didn't think of outro music. I don't think I have the outro music.
That's the thing. I have to put it on a flash. It's 17 minutes long. I have to put it on a flash drive and hand it to you. Ah.
Oh, gee. Oh, just a minute. I have to check with the manager.
All right. On that note, we'll see you next week with Mike Colvin.
Yes. Goodbye.
That should be a hoot.
Should be, I guess. Yeah.
All right. Bye bye.